Hello, y'all. Once again, we're back. We're back, y'all. The Teddy and Monica show every Monday at 6 o'clock p.m. on the dot. We try to get it in here and do our thing. We are so excited today, y'all. I know a lot of you all have been off today, and you have been enjoying being off. Just that part right there. Even though it was a special day today, I think more people are happy being off than anything. But we celebrate a new president today, and y'all let's give it up on this clap, y'all. Y'all come on and clap with y'all clap with me. We are excited about who God has put in position, y'all, because that was God's plan, and He made it happen, you all. So we celebrate that, and also, y'all, this is Martin Luther King Celebration Day.
Yay, and that's what I clap to on that one.
We love that. We thank God for that man, and what he did. And we're praying that, people will just get that concept in their mind and continue to live out what Dr. Martin Luther King was about. Even our new president, I hope he take a page out of Martin Luther King's book. But we come today to talk about something totally different. Today,
Yes,
we are so excited to have another special guest today with you. Today it's special to me once again, you all, because we're talking about something that I've been dealing with for about 25 years, I think.
Yeah.
It's been a long
about
time.
30 years.
I wouldn't, you might be right, but diabetes, you all, that's been one of the situations that I've been dealing with a long time in my life. And
Type 2 diabetes.
And I am type 2, but today we have a young lady who has an organization. She has some answers. She has some great information to download to us today so we can get to a better picture, some more clarity about what this disease is. And we're going to talk about what it's done in her life. And Chata, Miss Jackson, I'm sure that you're a type 1 diabetic. I'm a type 2. So that's a good thing. So we can bounce back off of, the difference between that. But I want you to introduce yourself, give us a little resume about children, anything that you want to talk about real quick before we dive into this conversation. So the floor is yours.
All right. Well, thank you for having me on the show. I'm so excited to be here. Again, my name is Chata Jackson, and I am a type 1 diabetic. I am a mother of 2 daughters, ages 27 and 20. I've been living with type 1 diabetes for 26 years now. 26 years, and I am a licensed hairstylist. I'm also
We didn't know that, Miss Jackson.
Do you know what I do, sir?
What do you do? Cut hair?
No, I own my own salon.
Really?
Yes, I've been doing hair now about 34, going on 35 years.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I've been doing hair for about 20-something years now.
Wow.
Since 20, so about 21 years, 20 years.
Wow.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's a conversation we'll have before you leave. Okay.
Hey, you're right.
Another hairstyle. That's amazing how much we got in common. That's okay. Okay, come on, let's get back to your resume. Yeah.
I'm also a flight attendant agent for Southwest Airlines, and I am also a former Tennessee Titans cheerleader.
Oh, wow.
Come on, girl.
Your resume is just packed.
Right.
But all good, all good.
And also, I am the founder and president of Diabetic Social.
Okay.
Yes, wonderful organization. Oh my goodness, I've been on their website. It's just awesome, everything about your website, from the recipes to all the fundraisers. I mean, it is a lot that you do. So we're gonna dive into that today. Yes.
Okay.
So I'm still blown away by your resume because I'm just not getting to meet Shaka today. My wife met her about how long has it been since y'all met? About
when is it? About 2 days ago.
It was that I don't know, but I'm excited you all because, like I say, we are now having. We're just enjoying this time that we're about to have with her, and y'all, I want you to please join in and get some of this great information we have about diabetes and the things about diabetes. So, Shaka, let's talk about your organization first.
Okay.
Okay, let's talk about that first. And what actually prompted you to actually start an organization dealing with diabetes?
Well, what really prompted me to start this organization was the fact that educating the people about diabetes. I didn't have this type of information when I was first diagnosed with diabetes, so I found it very hard to obtain the education and the information that I need about type 1. Because in our community, we talk a lot about type 2, but nobody discusses type 1. Matter of fact, when I was first diagnosed, I thought I had type 2 because that's all I ever heard. So I never heard about type 1 diabetes. So I found it really hard to actually manage my diabetes and, find the support that I needed to maintain this, this disease diabetes, just be on this journey as far as even injecting insulin and checking your blood sugar so many times a day, counting carbs. I mean, my life changed like that. So basically, the struggle that I had with diabetes really prompted me to start Diabetic Social so that those who are newly diagnosed or those who are already, living with diabetes can actually have a place to come and find out the information that they need as far as what diabetes is, what's out there to help you manage your diabetes, diet, exercise, or just having that community to where you can just talk about diabetes, because a lot of times when you talk about it, that can be therapeutic for a person as well.
The difference between type 1 and type 2. Let's talk about that. What is really the biggest difference that you feel about type 1 and type 2 diabetes?
Well, the difference between type 1 and type 1 is actually insulin dependent. So your pancreas isn't functioning. It's delivering little to no insulin at all. That's why a lot of people that are type 1s, they have like an insulin pump, some type of insulin therapy type of deal. Insulin injections, insulin pump, pen or something like that. A type 2 can basically control their diabetes through diet and exercise and then oral medication.
Mm-hmm.
So some type 2s are insulin dependent, but that's pretty much how they didn't start out that way. So that's like their pancreas is still functioning. So they still have that, that opportunity to reverse their diabetes.
Okay, when we talk about the pancreas, though, a lot of people don't understand that the pancreas actually shuts down or it just stops working completely in the diabetic 1 and diabetic 2. What's does the one in one, does it stop completely working?
Mm-hmm. In type 1 it does. Like my pancreas isn't functioning. So
Okay.
therefore I'm on an insulin pump. So that is my pancreas.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Okay.
I just thought it was kind of like his insulin. He just puts it in your body, but I didn't know your pancreas did not work at all.
Yeah, my pancreas isn't functioning. Again, that's why I'm on the insulin pump. So that is my pancreas. So I have like a device that where I can just put in like how many carbs I'm eating and whatnot, and it calculates how much insulin you get.
Wow. So you got to do that for everything you eat, basically. Everything you eat, drink, you got to plug it in.
Drink, stress, whatever it is. Because the stress will mess with your blood sugar as well.
Mm.
So, okay, can you elaborate on the stress? Because I'm like, how do you, I guess, put that into your, do you put it into your machine?
Well, I mean, it's not a like, I'm about to stress, let me put in, a unit of insulin. No, it's just you notice like your blood sugars may go up high or something like that depending on what you're going through.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't really realize it until it's already like high or something like that, and then maybe you may have to correct it with some medicine or whatnot. It just depends on the person.
Okay.
Like I won't know it until like if I'm sitting here like stressed about something. If I look at my blood sugar and tell me it's like 250, I haven't eaten or drunk or drank anything, but I know I've been worrying and stressing about something.
Oh wow.
So yeah, my blood sugar might may rise at the time.
Oh wow.
So it's like that old saying you hear, stress will kill you.
Mm-hmm.
It can.
Right.
But I mean, it's just with anything. So it's like that's why you have to maintain your mental status, and just things that you're going through. Yeah, when it comes to diabetes as well.
Wow.
Everything can affect your diabetes.
Wow.
So, and I'm not going to go a little deep further in that conversation. So, have the doctors ever asked you that you want to remove your pancreas or take it out?
No, I have not been asked that.
Okay,
No.
okay, good.
And I honestly, I don't know if anyone has ever been asked. I haven't, heard that, but I do know that they are coming up with like artificial pancreas and stuff like that,
Okay,
or like or they're trying to find a cure for diabetes, for type 1 diabetes, because there's no cure for it. So that's one of the things that they are testing out now.
so do you really think that the doctors want to find a cure? Do you really think they want to?
To be honest with you, I really, because it's just, I think the world here just gonna keep people on medicine.
Yeah.
It's just a way of how they make their money.
Yeah.
Keep us sick.
Now, unfortunately, that's sad
It is sad.
because they don't know what you go through day in and day out with the machines having to first pay and then you have to remove them and reinstall.
Yeah.
Just different things like that. And where else, if they can find a cure, just like cancer to me, I'm quite sure there's something out there, but are they really willing to tell us? Like you said, they keep making money off the medicines because that medicine is not cheap.
No, the medicine's not cheap at all, and if you don't have insurance, it's a really a sad situation because it's like you're having to pay so much for something that you need just to live.
Yeah.
I mean, this is just to get you through the next couple of minutes,
Right.
hours, and stuff like that. So, it really is a sad situation.
And I know we were talking, and I remember you saying we were talking about the Dexicon. As long as he's been a diabetic, no one said anything. And so at his last appointment, he was like, "Look, I'm tired of sticking my fingers on my hairdresser. They get numb. I don't want to do my toes, because it's like, well, you just do your thumb and do your toes." He's like, "I don't want to do that. Is there something out there?" And that is the only reason they suggested the Dexicon.
And I think that's sad too, because I feel like when you're diagnosed with diabetes, anything, that should be the first thing they should tell you about is CGM, which is a continuous glucose meter, because to me, that helps you help your doctors help you.
Right.
Because that way you know what your blood sugars are doing 24 hours a day. And then when you come back to the doctors, you can tell them, look, this is what my blood sugar was doing here. When I took the medicine, this is what happened. So it also can take you taking too much medicine, if you're taking too little medicine. Even what you're eating, how it affects you. Because what affects me may not affect you that way.
Right.
So you just need to know that. You need to know what it's doing in the middle of the night.
Right.
So that was one of my scares of me, because I was like 20 years in before I even got a CGM. Before I was even told about one, if I even heard it even out. And according to when I found out, they had been out for like over 20 years. So I found myself getting upset with the doctors because I'm like, you're listening to my struggle. I mean, I'm bottoming out at night, which is I'm passing out in my sleep. So, I'm waking up crazy, like half my mind in the past, half my mind in the present, just trying to get myself together. And nobody's still telling me about CGM. I got to a point where I was scared to go to sleep, or I would make sure my blood sugar was like really high, so that when I was sleeping, it had time to drop. So by the time I woke up, it would be like, pretty much normal, close to normal. So, it's a scary situation. So, a CGM, I would say, just saved my life because, again, it alerts you when you're too low, it alerts you when you're too high, so you know what to do.
Wow.
Yeah, we experienced that a whole lot. Not a lot back in the beginning. I was explaining to you that when he first got it, like I said, I didn't have the information, so we were just juggling things. And so one night, I think we were so exhausted, we missed the first alarm. I don't know how, because the thing is really loud. The second one, it was down to 46. When I tell you, that was a panic. And because you're in a deep sleep at 2 or 3 in the morning. I mean, I sprung up, I ran to the kitchen. I mean, you just be discombobulated because it scares you for one, and then when you check the number, you really panic. And so then I still didn't know. So I told you, I gave him like 4 candy bars. I mean, they were back to back because I panicked.
Small ones are the small. You remember the big candy bar.
But still, I just didn't know. And so then I was like, well, I was giving him all this stuff. So give him all this stuff. And then we get back to bed, and then it shot up too high because I had given him all those camp. I didn't know.
Really overcorrect. And see, that's the thing too about a CGM is that it helps those caregivers. I call them type 3s because you're caring for a diabetic or really caring for a diabetic at all. I mean, diabetes affects you as well. Just like how you said, I mean, I panic. So it's very important that you guys know what to do as well. Just like even having like a glucagon shot.
Mm.
Do you have that?
I don't have that.
And I don't know what that is.
Well, a glucagon shot basically is an emergency shot. So let's just say like his blood sugar went extremely low and he was unconscious. That's when you would go get the glucagon shot and you just give him a shot, give him that shot, which is like sugar. But you would just give him that shot and basically you turn him on his side, wait about 15 minutes, he should come back.
Okay.
So basically because it's a matter of life or death at that time.
Wow.
So you have to really spring into action quickly and you have to know exactly what to do. That's why I think I was telling you, I was like, don't panic, because if you panic, he's going to panic. So don't panic, but it's like, I mean, but yeah.
To go back to the Dexicon, because the Dexicon has really changed my whole perspective now of being a diabetic, because at first they wouldn't give it to me because of my insurance was not paying for it. Okay, it was too high. So now my insurance pays for it. I don't even know if I got the best one. I heard there's better ones out there, but this one here, it does what it needs to do for me. I know what's going on like you said, every hour on the hour, every minute on the minute. I know what my sugar is looking like now, and I think this has been one of the best times that I've actually taken care and known what it was the whole day, because you gotta understand, I know you probably did too, I wasn't gonna continue to prick my finger over and over again 3 or 4 times a day. I was not,
Yeah.
Go ahead, you talk about it.
You get to a point, you're like, how do I feel?
Yeah.
I feel fine.
Yeah, but that's the thing about being diabetic. Me and you talked a couple of minutes ago, and I was used to my sugar being high.
Yeah.
I felt fine, and I didn't feel a difference. The first time that it got low, I did feel that, and that was the scariest thing, is actually getting a low sugar, and it really made me get sweaty. I felt like it was out of control. So low sugar was actually worse to feeling than the high sugar was to me. So
snappy too.
It woke us out of our sleep. So
okay.
So he didn't really know, and I think he panicked because I was panicking. Because I was like, it just can't work. Eat an hour, because it wasn't. I didn't know to wait a few minutes.
Well, again, I would say you responded the way I would, expect a normal person to respond who does not know. And I mean, you did the right thing. You gave him some sugar, because some people don't know to give him medicine or give him some juice, But I was telling you like earlier, sometimes like in the middle of the night like that, juice is probably a quicker way and probably an easier way for you, because in the middle of the night it's like I mean, I know that's me. I don't feel like eating anything, like for the juice, I can get that down quicker, and then just wait like 15 minutes. You still gonna go through that jittery type of deal, and it still may drop a little bit more because it's got to get in your system.
Right.
But just keep giving it a couple of minutes and just breathe through it. It'll start rising, but.
So go ahead.
I was gonna say, so Chata, your Diabetic Social, your organization, does it teach everything that we're talking about?
Yes, we do. We do teach this. We have a lot of health fairs and stuff in the community. So, and also too, I had like a thing. I had like a little social thing, chow down with chocolate. I was doing it like Nashville City Kitchen. So we would do things where people would come and we try to introduce like healthy eating for diabetics and then just have conversation. So that was big. So I'm trying to do like more gatherings and stuff where you have your diabetics and your type 3s and stuff come out, and where people can talk amongst each other and other diabetics and other caregivers and stuff like that, and just bounce information and education off each other. So, but yeah, we do.
So let's pinpoint right there. What's one of the best recipes that you all had at the actual gathering?
Dee was the cook, and she, I mean, everything was good. And she would have like a random stuff, like she had like cabbage and fish and beef and just Sometimes we had some rice too, and what a lot of people don't realize is that you can have rice and stuff, that everything's in portions. You got portion control, portion size, because rice is also one of those that will spike your blood sugar too. Well, it spike your blood sugar, you need to keep it up there for a minute.
Yeah.
That's what it does for me. Brown rice don't do it as much as white rice. White rice will do that, so you just know the difference and stuff. But I mean, she just cooked a variety of food. I really can't even pinpoint just one certain thing because everything was just delicious. That's the one thing. Yeah, and I just like the way she would just take different things and it was just the way you cook things. That's what a lot of things we were trying to show people is like a lot of times it's how you prepare your food.
Mm-hmm. A lot of different seasonings and.
Yeah, and then actually, Dwayne, who was the owner, he actually had a seasoning that was like the bomb of everything, and it was like low in sodium and stuff like that, but you would never know.
Wow.
So, but yeah, so it's, they would just sell things like that. But it's just trying to introduce the people to what's out there and things that people probably wouldn't necessarily try. But, go ahead and, because people try what's free.
Yeah.
Right.
They tried it was free, like, let me taste this. And then, once you see, that it's good and how it's prepared, you tend to kind of stick with it.
Okay, and I know she done a breakthrough walk, a breakthrough diabetic one walk. So was that just that was a fundraiser for you all?
They got, because I'm actually on the board with Breakthrough TV1, so that was through Breakthrough TV1, and that's a walk that they do every year for all diabetics and stuff. So yeah, they tend to give the main focus maybe like type 1 diabetes a lot, in children and stuff like that. But that is a fundraiser that, they do every year. We do every year to help raise money for diabetes.
Okay.
That's good stuff, girl. I mean, I'm excited that I know I got some places I can go now and just talk to other people.
It's helpful.
That thing right there that's real exciting to know because sometimes you do feel like you're going through this by yourself. Okay, and I have a couple of other family members, but we don't dialogue about diabetes because it's nothing that's it's not this is interesting to me because I'm going through it. I've been through it, so we do need to up that community and make sure that anyone that's out there that's going through a diabetic type 1 or type 2 situation in your life, you do have support out there. So I'm gonna give the organization one more time, Shaka, and tell them everything, your website, everything real quick before we dive back into this conversation. So give us the information about the organization, your website, your social media pages, anything that you want to give us real quick.
Okay, yeah, that's Diabetic Social. Our web address is diabeticsocial.org. You can go online and you can just find out all types of diabetic information for exercising to different recipes and just the difference between type 1 and type 2. Also, we have where you can sign up to be a volunteer for events that we have in the community. And you can also make a donation towards Diabetic Social as well. We are a 501c3. So, you can write it off on your taxes or whatnot. We do have an Instagram and Facebook and TikTok.
Okay.
So you find us on those social media platforms.
And the name is
Diabetic Social.
It's Diabetic Social on each platform.
On each platform,
That's amazing.
exactly.
Okay, great. So you got something because I keep going.
I know. I just want to ask. So how long has Diabetic Social been around?
Diabetic Social been around for 4 years now.
Okay. Well, we're excited because like I told you, this has been a journey, and to know that there's help out there. Just like I said, I went on your website, I saw the recipes, because I'm within trying to figure out what to prepare for him.
You've been doing a good job.
I've been trying, but she's got some things on there that's out of the ordinary for me, and I'm like, oh, because you get tired of the same thing. So I thank you for that. Yes. Awesome, easy website too. I mean, you can just click, and it takes you to everything that you need. So I'm like, whoever done your website, they're awesome.
Well, thank you.
So I want to get into this, the exercising part. What's you said we talked about the different exercises that you can do. Let's start there. What's some of the exercises that you would like to incorporate? We should incorporate it has changed your life.
Well, anything that's physical, just if you incorporate just walking, running, yoga, you go to the gym, just weight lifting and stuff like that. my main go-tos are, I like to lift weights, so I go to the gym, and I like yoga.
Okay.
Yoga helps me with, the fitness and the mental part.
Mm.
So, this kind of that's what helps me. But just incorporating any type of physical activity for like 30 minutes
Mm.
is what you want to do.
So you get 30 minutes in a day?
I'll be trying at least 3 times a week.
At least 3 times.
I'm trying to do
Yeah.
every day, but I know I'll get at least three,
Yeah.
3 days in a week.
Yeah.
So,
And that's a normal.
Yeah, that
normal,
is- that's a
because
normal.
I do about 3 times. I ain't even sick. It was a time when I was trying to get off my medication. I was exercising every day because I felt like that was helping the situation. I've been told that weightlifting burns more of the what they so-called sugar. It burns those sugar calories more. Have you heard that before?
I haven't heard that, but yeah, that might be true. Like I said, I like weight training. So
Okay.
I could have been just doing something not knowing that I was actually helping myself as well. But I've always heard about, just some type of physical, just burning fat, just burning something, actually helps you lower, it helps, it can help lower your blood sugar as well.
Okay.
Drinking water, that's what a lot of people, I know a lot of people don't like to drink water, but one of those natural, the key medicine is drinking water. You got to flush that shit out. So I tell a lot of people, when holidays and stuff come up, I know people like to indulge in treats and stuff like that, but just get your water intake in. Just half your body weight.
So do you add anything to your water like lime or lemon, or do you just drink just plain water?
I just drink plain water. I just drink just plain water.
Do you drink anything outside of water?
Wine.
Wine, okay. The reason I was asking is I know we tried some of the diet drinks, and I know they said like, the carbs was low, everything was low, but it still spiked the sugar.
Really?
So I'm like, and I know you get tired of water.
Well, yeah,
That's
you
why
do.
I'm
I'm not a soda drinker, not really. So, but they do have like juice that's out there that's like, low in sugar and no sugar, and it's actually really good.
You got to tell us those.
Yeah,
I'm looking for those.
It doesn't have that aftertaste,
Right. That's his biggie right there.
Yeah, and sometimes it's just, you just got to just change the paradigm in your mind. Just be like, you know what, if I want juice, this is just what it is. Or just drink the water. But I'm one of those that's water and wine.
Yeah, I'm like, okay. All right.
But there is juice out there, that's low in sugar.
So we're gonna listen. I'm gonna go here again. With your wine, they alcohol. They say that and I heard wine is actually good for your body overall. Period.
Yeah.
Okay, for your blood, for your
Mm-hmm.
digestive system, and yes, because of the things that's in it. But intertwining, you talked about cake a little bit earlier. Do you pretty much eat sweets or do anything and get it in when you want to, or let's talk about that.
I do eat sweets. I'm not a big sweet eater, but I do love things like chocolate cookies. One of my favorite things, what's coming around now is those thin mints from the
Girl Scouts.
Wow.
Yeah, that's one of my weaknesses. But I say everything's in moderation.
Okay.
I'll sit and I'm like, okay, 3 cookies is 21 grams. Okay, I gotta drink my water, so I kind of strategize around it.
Yeah.
But I do eat some sugar at times. I do. But like I said, everything's in moderation. It's not that you cannot have it. And again, I'm not a doctor and I'm not a dietitian. You have to do what's best for your body.
Right.
But diabetics can have sugar. Everything's just in moderation. You have to just do what your diet is.
Yeah.
At the time. So everybody's different. So,
Yeah,
but you just can't. Yeah, but you just can't. The myth, that myth like sugar causes diabetes. That's not true.
Right. What is it? What did we say earlier?
You got the sugar. You got
Yeah,
the sugar. You know they got the sugar. So,
And I'm like you, I thought he got diabetes because he ate too many sweets, because he was overweight, and we indulged in everything. So I was like, you ate all them sweets, some cake, some candy, and you got diabetes. And that's not it.
No, that's not it. A lot of times diabetes is hereditary. So, you you just don't know. I mean, like with myself personally, I am the only type 1 diabetic in my family.
Wow.
Yeah, so the doctors, they told me you were just born with the gene, that basically the diabetes was going to show up by the age of 25. So
Wow.
just like Moby diabetes. So yeah, when I started doing a lot of research and stuff, you know, educating myself about the diabetes, that's what I found. So it was one of those things to where something triggers it if it shows up before the age of 25, and like either pregnancy, illness, environmental, something like that. But pregnancy is what struck mine because I was diagnosed at the age of 19. So I was diagnosed 5 months after I had my first baby.
Wow. Wow. So the gene part, did you go get tested?
No, I was not tested. I didn't know, but I had my girls tested. So
Oh, you did?
yeah, so they don't see the gene. They don't carry the gene. So
Oh, wow.
yeah.
I know you say thank you, Jesus, all your babies don't have it.
Okay. Yes. I mean, I wouldn't wish this upon anybody. You know,
Yes, I definitely.
It's not easy.
You don't want this in your life, trust me.
You don't. You don't, but you know what? It is manageable. Diabetes is not a death sentence.
Right.
You know, a lot of us like to look at it as, you know, you got diabetes and like, oh my gosh, you know, they look at me like, oh, you got type 1, and that's the worst one. It's like, really?
Yeah.
You know, it's like, I don't know if it's the worst one because a lot of people that you hear that die from diabetes, and most of them are type 2 because of the complications. But that's why I like to see genes.
Yes.
For that way you're not walking around with high blood sugars.
Not knowing. That's good. And this is something that I was talking with a client, and every trauma, bad situations, everything that comes with instructions. And a lot of people don't realize when you go through something in life, it's normally follows some instructions on you how to do better, how to live better. So I can say that diabetes has helped me to live a healthier life. Because at first, like she said, I was close to 300 pounds. And I was on my way to being totally obese. I, didn't really take care of myself. I was a football player, but when I was young, I ate a lot of processed food. Okay, I ate frozen French fries, hot dogs. That's what we had. That's what we could afford. A lot of, cakes and stuff. The little deadlies. I don't know about those things, but I saw later on when I found out that I was a diabetic, they immediately put me on a diet that changed my life. And we've been on that for a while, but you get tired. You get tired of eating lettuce. You get tired of eating kale. You get tired of eating baked chicken, and I fell off track. Okay, so I got back into a place to where we was eating any and everything again, and that happened about midway into my diabetes. I don't know how. Did you ever go through a situation to where you just, in your journey, just got off track and started doing anything and eating everything you wanted to?
Yeah, you do. You get to a point where you don't care.
Yeah.
Because you feel like nothing you're doing is working. So you just like forget it. I mean, it's not working anyway. So I'm serious. I feel like I'm killing myself trying to count carbs and, I don't know if I'm taking enough medicine and then I'm, this is too much.
Yeah.
So I mean, you do. I mean, there was times that they call it like a diabetic depression that you can go through.
Wow.
That a lot of diabetics go through, and you just tell yourself, I'm just not a diabetic no more. I don't even care.
Wow.
But you have to pull yourself out of that depression. And my girls were my reason for just I'm gonna do better.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fight this. So you come up out of it, but I mean. Yeah, you do. There is a time you just like it. You just want to just give up and just like even that.
Yes, I really did go there. You all at a particular time where I was like, I'm gonna just eat what I want to eat, and I was on the metformin, and I was like, that medicine wasn't working. So over the time I've been on about
20 years. It was a long time.
But I'm talking about the medications. I've done about at least 7 different medications, 8 different medications that I've been on, and this I'm on insulin now. I'm taking the shot whenever it gets too high. I'm also on Farxiga now. I got off of the metformin because I don't feel like metformin. And I mean, to speak to metformin, do you think that's one of the medicine that does what it needs to do? Because I was taking it and my sugar still stayed high.
I think metformin works for some people. I don't think it works for everybody.
Okay.
So that's why when a lot of people say, I'm on metformin, I don't think metformin is for everybody. I think it does help some people, but it's not
The go-to
it's not the
medicine.
go-to medicine, and that seems to be the medicine that once doctor wants to say, hey, they type 2, let's put them on metformin.
Mm-hmm.
So metformin is not for everybody. There's other medicines out there that can help, but I mean, no, I think it helps some people, but in your situation, I'm glad you paid attention to that and be like, look, this isn't working for me. Let's try something else.
Yeah. Yeah. So since we're on the medicine situation, it's a lot of different medicines that's out right now. There's a lot of people taking this, not even diabetics, but the medicine that is supposed to be for us and for a diabetic. I'm on Trulicity. Are you on any one of the injections now, or you're not?
Now, I'm basically like the Novolon, Nicomalon.
Okay.
And
Okay.
that's pretty much how I take.
Okay.
But again, I have an insulin pump.
Okay. So real quick to put on that people taking this medicine out there that's not diabetics. Do you think that's a good thing? Because a lot of them are losing weight. I've seen a lot of people lose a lot of weight quickly. Now my thing, I don't know how healthy it is, but they're happy about losing the weight. I've seen so many people is so excited about this injection that it's changing the game for a lot of people with their weight loss.
Yeah.
So what's your thoughts on that?
Well, my thoughts is you're losing the weight that you need to lose, but you still have to get back to the basics, which is you still got to control your diet. You still need to exercise because you got a quick fix.
Right.
Which is what it seems like. It's like a quick fix. Okay, so but once you stop taking medicine, what you got to fall back on.
Right.
You still gotta exercise. You still gotta eat healthy because you can gain that weight right back.
Absolutely.
So that's what I think what people don't understand is like, yeah, you're losing. It's like you plan to be on the medicine for the rest of your life. So it's just like let's do what. Again, get back to the basics of what it really is, which is diet and exercise. You still got to change your diet. You still need to go out and exercise. You still got to build that muscle mass.
Yeah.
Well, the only problem I have with it is it's for diabetes. And so at one point in time, it was so popular, he couldn't get his medicine. And I never forget, we called around, it was all the medicines were gone because everybody was using it for weight loss. And so I was angry because he got really, really sick because he didn't have it. Because, his body was used to taking it. He takes it once a week at a certain time. And the pharmacist like, ma'am, I'm sorry, we're out. Nobody has it. I was like, I would drive wherever to get it. Nobody has it. And I'm like, I think it was wrong for the pharmacies to give it to people that were not diabetics to lose weight. I really had a problem with that because I'm like, he is suffering. And so once they eventually got it in, then his body had to start back over. So we had to go through a whole nother regimen of his body getting used to it. And I'm like, all this because it was available to people to lose weight.
And then you have to ask yourself, where are they getting that from? Because it's not really the pharmacy, it's they have to have a prescription for it. So some doctor is writing them that prescription to get that. So that's where it started. But I truly agree with you because you probably had a lot of diabetics that were suffering.
Right.
They couldn't get their medicine because I know how I feel if I can't get my medicine.
Right.
Because you do look at life or death thing for me.
Right.
This ain't no weight loss type deal. This is my life.
Yeah.
Correct.
So yeah.
So that's my only problem with that. And I'm just hoping this will educate people. I know you want to lose weight. I want to lose weight, but I chose to go the route of changing my diet. I do need to incorporate exercise in it, and I'm quite sure I could lose more. But my mentality is I wouldn't dare take it from people that actually need it. That's just me. I know everybody's different, but I'm just hoping people think about that. You're taking it away from actual diabetics.
Right.
And to me, that's selfish. It is very selfish because you don't want to cut back on your portion of plate. You rather just cheat and go that way. And I know y'all listeners, y'all might get mad at me. Cheating to me, I don't respect that part of it. And if you go in that gym and you exercise and you change your diet, that is what counts. I don't want to go the cheap way. I want to be comfortable with myself and say, oh, I did not have that chocolate cake. I didn't have that cheesecake. Because trust me, I love all my sweets. But because I know first of all, I'm eating good, really for myself, and then for him. So I cook one meal and it's for both of us. So I take that route, and so I'm pleased with the weight loss coming off honestly, rather than just going the cheap route and taking a shot. So I'm just hoping people would listen, think about that, because you are taking away from true diabetics that need the medication. Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah.
So another thing I want to talk about real quick, and you can give us, is there anything that you do that boosts your energy levels, or whatever it's something that you've been told out there that can help boost your energy levels as a diabetic?
Well, basically you'll be surprised, but a lot of your energy and stuff can come from foods and what foods you pair together. Yeah, I do take like supplements. I take a multivitamin. When I work out, I did like a BCA and everything that I'm thinking is a natural. But there's actually recipes out there, and I looked up some of those too, that actually give you that natural energy. Like you can really feel it. Like right then, it's like, wow, I feel this boost of energy, and it comes from your food. So it's like, it's eating. Wow. So that's one thing I have experienced on this journey is that a lot of my energy it comes from food.
Wow.
From how you pair the food and what foods you pair together. You'll be amazed.
Is there any particular one you can give us that you
there's this one, it's like a spring salad type of deal. It has a lot of things in it, like cucumbers and like there's olives and the dressing. It's a lot of combinations. That I'm gonna put it on the website.
Okay.
Because that was one of the ones I was like, this energy. You gotta realize it's like, where does this energy come from? And it's like, I do with that.
Okay. Have you ever heard of you ever used sea moss?
Sea moss. The only time I use sea moss is when COVID was around and I got COVID, and so I used it for then. But I can't tell you
didn't really make a big difference.
I actually felt, I can't really tell you. I just felt
it. He is having sea moss withdrawal. This is what that is. Because he was a spokesperson for sea moss. And once he had his heart attack, because of the medications that he owned, he can't have the sea moss. So he is truly having sea moss withdrawal. Okay. That's what this is. Because he is an avid person to say sea moss gave him energy. It was like a B12 shot for him. So that's why he's asking me, because he really wants to get back on that sea moss. But unfortunately, because of the heart attack and the medications, they can't coincide. So, he can't have it. And he don't want to let that sea moss go.
I'm gonna get you that dish sometime.
That dish might bring me back to life and give me something that I did, because that's one of the one thing that I do deal with. I have been getting a lot more sleep lately though, and I know sleep is a major agent to help you get that energy. So by me changing the way I work, everything, I am getting a lot more sleep. But like herbs, you take any different herbs or any?
I don't take any herbs because I take a multivitamin.
Okay.
And
and just food.
And just food.
And exercise.
And exercise. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm drinking my water. You drinking your water?
I'm drinking drinking so much water.
You drink too much water.
My coworker blessed him with a Stanley, and so it's filled up. And then I found, it's God is good, because we have this I don't know what it's a thermos is about this big, and I filled it up and sent it to work with him too. So he gives his water intake. He don't have a choice, so he don't have to worry about that part of it. But he has to have lime and lemons, all that stuff in his water. That's why I asked you to put this stuff in your water, because he won't drink without it.
I drink without it, but it's just the lime, and it's fresh lime and fresh lemon. It gives me a different flavor, because like I say, water can burn you out. I'm sorry, I don't.
Okay.
You do well if you say you just a water girl with nothing in it. I put you up here, girl. Like, okay, Shaka, you the one. But
I do. I may drink my water, put my for my BCA, like before I work out.
Okay.
Put that in my water too, so I drink that. But other than that, it's just straight water.
Okay. Okay.
So what is the BCA? What is
Well,
that?
it's like it's just like a workout supplement thing. It just kind of gives you energy and just burns fat.
Oh, okay.
It's something that I take before I work out.
Find that, girl. I need that in my life, girl. Come on. So, Rick,
That's a shock starter though.
so, real quick before we get out, because I told you this hour goes by so fast. Let's talk about the devices like the Dexicon, and that I'm on the Dexicon 6. Which device do you have?
I'm on Dexicon 6 as well. So basically, they have a Dexicon 7, which is the latest. It doesn't. It's not. It won't connect to my to my insulin pump right now. So they're working on that. And then I think it's not compatible with iPhone.
Oh wow.
So yeah, I think that's what it. Because I'm waiting on it. Every time I go to the doctor, I'm like, "Are we going to switch to the 7?"
Yeah.
She's like, "Not yet." But yeah, so basically, there's just one that's a little bit. Now, I think it's the size. It's smaller.
Okay.
So that's what it is. It's smaller. And then, it takes 30 minutes instead of 2 hours.
Oh wow.
It's only
To
30 minutes.
download to the phone.
Yeah, so that's why I'm kind of waiting on that too, because that 2 hours, especially when you're sleepy, that could be a long time.
Yeah.
Wait for a reading. But yeah, so that was like 30 minutes and then it's smaller.
Okay. So do you want to show them on your the audience when they see the what you call it?
This is mine. If you all can see it out there, you all. We do this. I didn't raise my arm up enough, but this has changed my life, and I can truly say that having this device on my arm has made me wake up again. Because, like I said, when I first got out, I was on top of everything, but this keeps me up in alignment. It really does, and I'm pretty sure. How long have you have you worn yours?
I've had mine for about, I want to say my mind is telling me like 10 years now.
Oh, wow.
10 years,
So in that, did it help your A1C? Has your A1C?
Yeah, it helped my A1C. I mean, because you're more mindful of what your blood sugar is doing.
Right.
You're more mindful of when I eat that, what's it doing now? Because now it's just, you look at your phone, ain't no freaking, I got to sit and I got to take the time, go over here, make sure people not looking, I'm not offending anybody or whatnot. But also too, what I like about the Dexicon is that, like Monica, she can follow you. So, you can follow your diabetics on your phone, so you'll have their blood sugar reading as well. So that's the one thing I really like about it too, because you have followers, so people that actually help you. If you're, dropping, and she realizes you still dropping, and she ain't heard from you, she knows to get in touch with you real quick.
Right.
Or like, hey, your blood sugar dropping, get you something to eat or something like that. Or hey, you high, you need some medicine.
It's good.
So it does, and it helps your loved ones, help you out as well.
So go ahead.
I was gonna say I like on your diabetic social page it said don't let diabetes stop you from living the life you want. Life isn't waiting. Start living today.
Yeah.
That's gonna help us. I mean, by me talking to you, I did let him venture out a little bit today. But you did say don't just take everything from them. Just eat it in portions.
Everything.
Yeah, right.
I'll be sitting there like she's the police for real.
I told her, I said, don't take everything from her because he'll eat when you're not around. Because I told her that not telling all diabetics, but when you're the diabetic police, we will run for you. We will run for you. We will be like, you know what? I'm about to get in my car and just drive, and we'll go have and eat whatever we want, just because we're human. And the body always wants what it can't have.
Right.
And it's just, but it's just one of those things where it's just like when you're using portion style, because a lot of times you just want a little taste.
Right.
Because that's like with me, like I want something sweet. Most of them I just want a little taste, or just something, just to
knock that craving off.
Yeah, knock that craving off, and I'm okay.
Okay.
To when But
so you gonna let me get some Girl Scout cookies this year?
you just eat because I actually use them for my love. This was like, is my blood sugar up? Let me get some things.
Now that might be a good idea, shopping. I might get them some just if it goes slow.
Well, this one of those things because it's like what I had to do for myself was I'd be like, okay, I'm only taking 3. That's 21 grams of carbs. So I was like, I only got 3, so I can't have nothing but 3.
Mhm.
And that's just how, I just did it like that,
Okay.
She know I'm on 5 though. That's
Well,
my problem.
See, so you gonna act right, so. Yeah.
Well,
Moderation. The word is
Moderation.
All right. So y'all, listen, this is about to be an end to this conversation. Shaka, before we get out the air, I want you to give us some inspirational and what people need to actually hear, or just give us something that just people can resonate with to help them understand that diabetes is not a death sentence. I love the way you said that when we first met. It's not a death sentence. We're here to live and live abundantly. So give us a quick, just a conclusion on tonight's conversation that will actually go forth and bless the people before we get off this air tonight.
Educate yourself. Make sure you're educating yourself about what it is that you're dealing with. I mean, diabetes, it can be tough, but it can also be easy to manage once you take control of it. Just know what works for you, know what works best for you, and that's in your devices, that's in your exercises, your foods, all that. Just know what your body can handle and handle your stress level.
Mm.
But the main thing is educating yourself and just getting around that support group. So that you just have those like-minded people that you can also talk with.
Mm-hmm.
They help me as well too. It's just speaking with other diabetics to just bounce ideas off each other, or just talking with someone who actually speaks your language and just knows what you're going through.
Well, we're going to be on this Diabetic Social. I'm going to keep in touch with you. I'm going to come to some of your classes because I'm excited because it's some help out here to help me. And then, like you say, pass the word on. So I'm going to be passing that word on. And Minister Lisa Jones said the red velvet cupcakes is going to be coming your way to help you raise your sugar.
Come on, Lisa, with them red velvets. And you're going to let me have one now, what you actually over there saying.
Only if you share this one.
Oh, my goodness.
But I would be glad to take, your portion of the red velvet cupcakes.
No. You all, this has been another amazing show tonight. You all, I'm shocked. I'm grateful to get to meet you. First of all, I'm actually excited because I feel like I can find a community out there that we can help push this thing and take diabetes to another level in people's lives. Putting out the information was something great that you said, and that's what's key. And like so many of us, I say this on the show so many times, we isolate ourselves from the community, from different people. We are gonna anything that we can do to help tag team with you, invite us and let us know what's going on. We'll let you know what's going on in our lives. And we're gonna actually put a lot of information out there, y'all, for diabetics to help them. Because like I said, this Dexicon is the next level thing. And if you don't, what's the mission that you call it again? What is it?
CGM.
CGM. That's gonna be my new CGM. Now that's gonna be that's gonna be my new thing. That's my new thing. I got a CGM on my arm, and it's changed my life, you all. So for every diabetic out there, you have help now.
Yes, and Diabetic Social.
Yes,
go on that website.
Diabetic Social, and we're definitely gonna have you back again. Okay, this is not the last one. We're gonna definitely, especially if you're gonna do an event or have something going on out there, we would love to talk about that and push it out there for you so we can actually help build that community that you have and take, everything to another level. So, Monica, you got anything you want to say before we jump off this?
No, like I say, subscribe to the Diabetic Social. Go on her website, diabeticsocial.org. I'm on it now, looking at it. It's user friendly. Just get diabetics, get educated. And if you know someone's a diabetic, pass this on to them as well. And Chaka's contact information is on here. Like I say, this website is got everything that you need on it.
That's good stuff. So y'all be blessed. We love you all. Once again, this is the Teddy and Monica Show, WFTB 104.1 FM Tab Nashville Gospel Radio. Y'all, it's been an amazing night. And like I said, be blessed. Pray for your president. Pray for your president. pray for your president. Y'all have a
Amen.
blessed night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
I told y'all it was going to be a good conversation, sacrificial conversations. Did you subscribe yet? Hit that like button. You might get something that's going to help your life. Y'all be blessed.